Alright guys, hello and welcome back to our playthrough, journey, whatever you want to call it, our Blitzball mania with Kilika. We are jumping right back into the league. We got the Luka Goers taking us on, Kilika taking on the Guado Glories, Albed Sykes taking on the Ronso Fangs. Honestly, I don't know why that intro had so much gusto to it. I was just feeling the moment of Blitzball, I suppose. So let's double check here real quick. So we should have a few techniques to learn. We're mostly stuck on that anti and the. Actually, no. I was trying to think how we want to go about this with the anti. I know we. So here's the thing: we have volley shots, we have antis. Those are the main things we need to learn, right? And I really want to push for them, but I'm trying to debate on whether I want to push for them like now. Like in this game. I think it's hard because Noi Guado has high risk, so I equip someone with like a venom shot, right? But I need to not score. I guess I must have like a defender, right? With venom shot 3 or something. I think Dean might have it. We'll figure it out. I think in the coming games we might be focusing more on techniques. I don't know. Honestly, this is just me making a huge bunch of excuses. But I think, oh, there it is, perfect. But I think we might do it in a tournament format. I'm just so paranoid about losing a game. I mean, I know the dream is dead. We have lost a game in this series. We do not have an undefeated journey. But you know, you still don't want to drop games. Yeah. That's actually I just thought of the stupidest journey ever. So you guys, this would be the journey. Like if I really wanted to like just go mad, you guys would choose what you think the worst team possible would be, and I try to do a journey to 99 with them. And whenever I lose a game, I have to restart at level 1. I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can handle Duran being my goalie that long. I don't know. Not to give, I just assumed Duran would be my goalie at one point, That would be rough. That would be rough for sure. Can you imagine? You get to like level like 60 and you're like, oh man, over halfway through, and then you're just, I don't know. Nettis decides to come through and just ruin your day and score on everyone. That would be interesting. Yeah. I do kind of wish the journeys were in more of a short form. Like I could do like a full stream where I do like 1 to 99. I don't know if I could do that though. It depends on how I do it. So the reason I say it's not possible, which I mean obviously everything is possible, but the reason I don't think it'd be possible for me to do it is conservatively, my time for a journey is at around 70 hours. Normally I'm seeing about 77, 78. 24-hour streams make sense. Like 48-hour streams, you're crazy. 70 hours streaming, not gonna be healthy for the individual. Yeah, and I guess you could cut a lot of that time out too, because you got to think about like in terms of like, so I'm pulling this from the videos I have on my hard drive, so I'm just like, all right, how long is this video, whatever, and then I'm kind of figuring out from that. But you could make the argument like, oh, you're not going to do an intro and an outro though, you're just going to be running through games, so it's going to be much quicker. But I still feel like I wouldn't get as much time cut, or enough time cut, I should say, to actually justify like, all right, I'm gonna be doing this for like the day. I do have some ideas of like how to do it. Specifically, if I was gonna do like a level 1 to 99 stream where I did it all in one sitting, I could duplicate the teams. So I can make it so like, let's say I'm the Kilika Beast, right? And then I can make the opposing team also the Kilika Beast. And what that would do is whenever they get experience, so like, how the game figures that out is, first, it doesn't think you should ever be able to do that, so it confuses the game. But also, like let's say I score on Nizarut, and I've got Nizarut as well, and I get like 8 experience or the opposing Nizzuri gets 8 experience by me scoring on him, and I get 4 for my goalie. They both get 12 experience because it adds them because they're the same object in the game. This gets like weird, you know, like with how the game like factors in multiple objects and stuff. So, but it is possible. It is possible. So, like, definitely it would be. I think I could do that in a day. I don't know. Am I just bananas? Am I just like really? Am I overestimating my power in Blitzball / the amount of time I have in life? I don't know. It would be kind of crazy. I've been thinking more about streaming and stuff though in general. Like that's been a kind of a focus on like what do I want to record, what do I want to stream, like what do I want that to look like. Because I've got a lot of series planned, but I don't know. Here's the thing: I don't know if they lean better to like a streaming platform or a recording platform. I mean, the argument, of course, is like you do a stream, it's recorded, like whatever, man. It's like the same thing, but it's not like episodic. A little bit of experience for them, a little bit for me. Sorry, honestly, this is a little bit of ramblings of like my internal monologue where I'm like, I think through these things and I'm trying to figure out like how I want to approach it. And as ridiculous as it sounds, I do think there's more to record, like for Blitzball. Like I'm really fortunate in that I feel like I don't run out of ideas. It's just like the scale of like what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and then obviously like your ideas change over time. I know like a few journeys ago, right? I had like, so I mean a few journeys ago, this was actually years ago, I had said like I didn't like the idea of doing like a top 10 list because I felt like I didn't have much to add that people hadn't mentioned already. But now I think there might be like some of these things I could like, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing like a top 10 thing, like 10 things you didn't know like you could do in Final Fantasy. Which I feel like sounds a little bit clickbaity, but what it would do was it would be like, in my opinion, in-depth things. I mean, it could even just be Blitzball, but in-depth things that like I don't think I've ever seen anyone do. So like number 1 would be like you can release Tidus and then he has this voice line. Number 2, like a null object in Blitzball equals this model and this name of character. And like if you have multiple like Blitzball players with the same player, they combine their experience. So like stuff like that where I don't think that's discussed very frequently. I haven't heard anyone discuss that very much. So things like that, like I think that's worth mentioning. But like I feel like other things like have already been covered pretty well. Yeah. And I don't know, I'm not opposed to recording that stuff, but the biggest challenge I have with recording right now, honestly, is again, it's just the amount I want to record. There's so much stuff I wanna kind of get recorded, but only so much time in the day. Like so this week's videos are actually gonna probably be the most up to date in terms of like I'm recording these the day before. Because I think this week, for a work week, I might be hitting like 70, 80 hours of work this week. Which is not usual. I'm not usually working that much. I'm only working like 40 normally. But like that's where it kind of comes into like, you know, you need more time and stuff like that. Yeah. It's not too bad though. I don't know. I feel like I should still be able to record quite a bit. Mostly focusing on Blitzball right now for the next week. And then I guess I can give you guys like a sneak preview of what I've got planned. So we've got the Final Fantasy Overpowered series finishing in the next few weekends. So like that'll be uploading, and then eventually it ends at Unalesca. Then you have the playthrough of Final Fantasy IV on the weekdays, and then Blitzball on the weekdays. And then after the Overpowered series, I've got to figure out what my next series on the weekend's gonna be. I'm torn between a few things. I think it was Jack Ryan's I was talking about. They were pretty into Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball, And I'm trying to figure out how to implement that right. So I'm trying to think like when do I want to push that forward? I don't think I have a save near Blitzball. Which I know I don't actually. For a fact I know I don't have one. But I'm trying to think how long it would take for me to beat Final Fantasy X too. Or at least get to Chapter 5. But yeah, we're gonna see a new series introduced on the weekends. It's gonna be, there's the Final Fantasy Overpowered. There's another Blitzball fan team I need to record as well, so that'll obviously be a staple. And then also there's some stuff in Final Fantasy 12 I want to do that I think that's gonna be valuable. Like I mentioned before, there's no shortage of things to record, so it's just figuring out what's next. And Final Fantasy 12 would actually kind of be breaking new ground. Well, so would 10 too. I don't think I haven't recorded anything that's not Final Fantasy 10 on this channel. Like this is definitely this is a Final Fantasy 10 zone, so to speak. We'll figure it out though. We'll see. It's tough to say. I didn't get that. Slept the goal. He didn't get the goal. Perfect. I'm gonna level up for Iskin, level 82. It's just nutty. More endurance, pass, shoot, HP. I mean, it's how good can you get, right? I mean, we know how good Iskin's gonna get. But yeah, we 5-0 against the Luke Goers. Kilika Beast take their game. Ronso Fangs, they went 9-0 last game, right? Now they're 7-3. Like they're aiming for the top scorer. They're not really close, but they're aiming for it. Perfect. Anyways, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. When you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.